Hey guys, I just wanted to throw out a quick video for you because, I was playing around with my ZVE-10, which I love the camera because it just works for me. And I'm not saying it's the best camera for you or everybody else, but I'm shooting right now on the ZVE-10, right? It's a few years old now, and a lot of people, they're looking at the A6700 and the newer ones, and me too, I like that camera. But I'm like, am I gonna really get anything more out of it than I have now? Yeah, it's going to have more features. Video quality will be slightly better. But this is the ZVE-10 right here with a 35 millimeter 1.8, right? So I could even go with a 1.4 if I wanted to, but I just wanted to throw the 35 on. So you're getting like a 47 millimeter equivalent lens or so, a focal range. But look at the quality on this, right? I mean, you're talking this thing used, right? You can get one of these used for 1800 bucks. Closer to probably 18. ZVE-10, which the camera's great, but ZVE-10 right now it's on sale too. It's like $599 or something, or you can get it used right for five something, 500 some bucks with a lens. You're talking under $1,000. You might even be able to get two lenses, but a good solid 1.4 lens or two. You're talking 1,200 bucks with the camera tops total, and you're golden. And if you can get a good enough price used, you might be able to get them both all for $1,000. 1,100 bucks. But I just want to throw this out. It's like, if you're going to do talking head shows, talking head videos like this, you don't need this, right? And I don't need this, honestly. But I like to play with this stuff, right? And that's the problem. I get to the point where I want to play with the cameras and do that, but I need to use the cameras, not just play with them, right? At some point you got to hit that record button. So if all you got is a phone, use that. But no, the ZVE-10 mixed with the Pocket 3, you got the vlogging setup with the Pocket 3, you got the tripod stuff with the ZVE-10, and you're still, with a good lens, you're still, 1,500 bucks, right? Less than the price of this alone with no lens. You see what I'm saying? Like, full frame, I like it. I like the look, but it's not like you can't get a good full frame look with a, APS-C ZVE-10. And I fool myself all the time with that, like, but it's a full frame, But look at the picture, right? Do you honestly think it's that much of a difference? Like, thousands of dollars difference? Yeah, it might be. Professional work, weddings, gigs, things like that. Okay, maybe. Not that you can't shoot weddings with, APS-C and stuff, but maybe I'll get the A6700. I'm just waiting for the deals, though. I'm not going to pay full price for it, but I would like the S-Cinetone because I do love the S-Cinetone that comes out of camera. But this is a color picture profile where if you just take the picture profile, any of them, you put the on Gamma Cine 2, you put it on still for the movie part, and then you put it on +5 for saturation, and that's all I did, and that's what I run with. That's my picture profile, just kind of self-adjusted. It kind of looks like S-Cinetone. That Sean Wispier, I watched his video on it, because I'm not huge into color grading, but you just do that in camera, you set it, then you can set it to the one memory profile that you have on the E10, so it'll remember it, and no matter what you change your settings to, if you forget or whatever, boom, you just go right back to it. But how does it look, guys? I mean, this is the ZVE-10, guys. I mean, you're talking, if you can get the deals, you can get it used. It's a workhorse of a camera. It doesn't overheat, right? I've never had it overheat on me. I use it for my church, record hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. Doesn't overheat. I haven't had it overheat. I mean, but for the price, some people say, well, the R50 is great. And it is great. I had the R10. I like the camera. The cameras are great. R8's great. But the lens selections, especially on APS-C, I mean, what do they got, right? You got to adapt. But there's so much good lenses on the Sony ZVE-10. And if you're going to go up to full frame, you can get the ZVE-10, and you can buy a couple full frame lenses. And eventually, when you do move up, you already got lenses, right? Because that's a big cost. Right? When I did my last video on the S5 II, I like the camera, but man, I'd have to invest in all new lenses again. When I'm already so fully invested in the Sony system, it's like, why? I don't need it. I just want to play with the cameras, but I don't need it. So just want to throw that out. ZVE-10 is all you need if you want to do the YouTube, your talking headshots. That's all you need. The Pocket 3, I mean, that's great for vlogging. 1-inch sensor, comes with the the DJI mic and everything, ready to go. Just instantly connects. It's simple. It's easy. Between those two, you could do, you could put them in a small bag. You put a small 11 millimeter 1.8 and get yourself like the 18 to 50 2.8 on here. You pretty much set. But what really does make the APS-C shine is the 1.4 or 1.8s. I'm just saying, like, that is what really pushes the envelope. But it's autofocus. I mean, look, it sticks, man. The ZVE-10, man. A couple years old or whatever now, but look at that thing. It works great. Do you need more than this? You may convince yourself you do, but do you really? And if I put the 56 millimeter Sigma on here, it would even blow out the background even more. So we're going to test that out just so you can see. If you want more of a blown out background and you want to take portraits with the ZVE-10, which you can, it's a fine picture camera. You just don't have the viewfinder. I'll put the 56 millimeter on now, and we'll test that. And you'll see what that looks like and how it'll blow out the camera. I'll just have to move back a little bit. All right, so let's test that out now. All right, guys, now on the 56 millimeter 1.4, probably a little overexposed here, but I turned down the lights. It's just, you're letting so much more light in. You wouldn't think it makes a difference, but the 1.4s really shine on the APS-C. So what do you think, guys? I mean, how does this look? Is this usable? Can this run a YouTube channel? Of course it can. You don't need more than this. This is all you need. So it's up to you. You know what I mean? You can go higher, you can spend more, like me, and be like, just to get that extra little bit. But man, it's not what you need, it's what you want, right? Because this will do all that you need. So I just wanted to get that video out there, like, hey, use what you got. The ZVE-10 is still a great camera. I still think, even with the newer ones, the ZVE-10 is still the best bang for buck, is APS-C, because of the other things you can use with it. And then you get a DJI Pocket 3 for vlogging, and you are set. You are good to go. Just saying. That's my opinion. You can use it or you can lose it. Leave in the comments below, guys, if you think this is usable. If you think this is all a person really needs to get started on YouTube, this is the camera that I suggest for a person to start out with. All right. Have a great day, guys.